Hello, Denise Boyd here, and happy Payday Your Way Friday. So today I'm going to show you a way that you can start making money online today. So how, you ask? I will tell you. Give me a moment. I'm going to switch around so that you can see everything, and then I'll go from there. All right, so today we are going to take a look at Fiverr.com. Yeah, it looks weird, but hey, this is cool. So I'm going to apologize if you see any of my desk in the background. You guys, I'm literally a busy mom. I'm always trying to make moves to help my family, so it's a little mess around here sometimes. All right, so why did I come right here to Fiverr? So first off, Fiverr, and look, this pop-up, you guys, if you don't have this pop-up, the honey pop-up, it helps you save money. So I'm a money saver. So from a money saver to you, I'm sure you're a money saver too. Download Honey as I guess a browser extension, and it will show you great deals. All right, so getting that out the way, on to Fiverr. So if you have any kind of digital experience, you could use this to pretty much make money. So how? So this is, okay, so look at this. So here are the most popular gigs. So some people create Shopify Facebook ads. Some people create professional and easy to read analysis of different things, analytic reports and action plans. Social media marketing manager. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do. You could be a social media marketing manager. Again, here's another one. You could be a person that creates videos and manage a YouTube channel for someone. So literally, if you can do something digitally, you can come here. You can write content about real estate. I mean, whatever it is that you do you write something? Do you write music? Do you write things related to real estate? What do you write things about? You write blog posts? Like, what do you do? Things about medicine? Are you in the medical field? Can you write things about the medical field? Are you an educator? Could you write things about education? So many different things you could do. So how do you get started? So let's go and take a look. All right, so once you sign up, you're going to click on your little icon where your name should pop up, and you will scroll down till you see Become a Seller. And if you guys hear that noise in the background, don't forget, those are my kids. It gets loud around here because I have kids, and that's okay. I'm sure it's loud at your house if you have kids as well. All right, so this is cool. You'll see this screen. It says work your way. You bring the skill, we'll make earning easy. So you can just click on Become a Seller right here. So once you do that, you will get to this screen right here. You can watch this video. I would suggest that you do so that you can get a little background information. And there it is.
My name is Michael John.
All right, just so you can see, it works. So right here, it says ready to start selling on Fiverr. Here's the breakdown. So this will actually help you learn what makes a successful profile. Then you can create your seller profile, and you can publish your gig, which is what you're trying to sell to people, or your services that you're trying to sell. So then you'll just click continue. And once you click there, you'll land on this page. So what makes a successful Fiverr profile? So this is very important because if you have a job, or if you've ever had a job, if you've ever had to go to an interview, you know that first impressions matter. So make sure that you create a profile that will stand out from the crowd on Fiverr. And I would suggest personally using Canva, because if you notice any of my banners or anything that I use on Facebook, Instagram, or on my website, on my blog, I use Canva to make those. So they're easy to make, and you could actually use Canva to make things for other people and charge them for it here on Fiverr, so it works out. All right, so right here, they start off with this: take your time in creating your profile so it's exactly as you want it to be. So I do suggest taking time to make sure that you have it the way you want it to be. Add credibility by linking out to your relevant professional networks if you have any. If you don't, you can still find a different way to do that. Maybe show any work in the past that you've done, or if you've done something for someone else, maybe let them have a link to something that they've said positive about you. So here, make sure you accurately describe your professional skills to help you get more work. You're going to put a face to your name. It's very important because people sell better than just brands. So make sure your face is there. So upload a picture that clearly shows your beautiful face, okay? And of course, to keep the community is secure from everyone, they may ask you to verify your ID, and of course, that's okay. So then you'll click continue, and then it'll go on to this, but that's okay. Take your time. If you really want to make some money, go through these step by step so that you can make the money. And if you're watching this on Friday, you'll go through all of this, and you can take the weekend to have it set up, and then you can start making money. Or if you wake up and watch it Saturday morning, you can get it set up and have your gig out there and start making money that way as well. All right, so now they want to talk about things that you want to steer clear of, so things you don't want to do. So be sure not to provide any misleading or inaccurate information about your identity. I think that is very important, especially if you want to, I guess, have yourself out there as on the up and up, being honest, because people like to deal with people who they can feel secure with and honest with. All right, so you want to make sure you don't open duplicate accounts. You can always create more gigs, but don't create multiple accounts. And don't solicit other community members for work on Fiverr. Like, that's kind of crazy. If you're doing work, don't solicit someone else for work and then use their work to get paid. That's a no-no. And also, last but not least, requesting to take communication and payments outside of Fiverr. That is a big no-no too. So make sure you take the payments inside of Fiverr and you are good to go. All right, so here is where it's going to ask you for your personal information. So, of course, I am going to do this, and then I will get right back to you. All right, so I am finishing up my application or my profile, more or less. And I got to the point here where it says account security, but before that, they wanted to know if you had any kind of presence on social media. So if you do, please be sure to connect that. The only options they have besides Google are going to be Facebook and Twitter, but maybe in the future they may have different outlets besides those three. So after that, you'll get to this part. So your email is kept private, but they verify it. And of course, they want your phone number. They will never. And once you do that, they are going to ask you to have a security question, which is kind of standard for most things. So just pick one, click on it, and then type in your answer. All right, so then you finish it and you are good to go. So you should come to this screen once you have all that put in, and then you'll see all done. And now that your profile is complete, you can get to the exciting stuff. So you get to create your first gig. And of course, if you forgot something, you can always go back, edit your profile. And since I'm just doing this to show you guys how it's done, I may or may not make a gig, but I might, especially if I'm thinking about making a little more income and I have the time to do that. So then, of course, you just go to finish, or you click on edit profile. All right, so then once you do that, it will take you here. And then you're going to type in a gig title. So for example, I will do something I'm really good at. For example, you can say, I will create brand images for you. And just like I told you before, you can use Canva. Let's see, for your blog or whatever it is you're trying to do. So I like to use Canva. But you can use whatever you like to if you can do it. Some people know how to do this in PowerPoint, which is pretty cool too. But you can do this. And you could also, if you want to translate certain blogs, you want to do certain graphic designs, just be as specific as you can. And then, of course, you can put search tags in here. You can type in blog design, blog, let's see, maybe you want to say blog design is better, but if you want to say, and there's a child in the background, or you can say blog images. All right, so once you have everything in there, you're going to press save and continue. Oh, forgot to select the category. So we're going to say graphic design. A subcategory, if you have one, you can put like logo design, graphics for stream, whatever, whichever one you want, website design, etc. Or whatever you want. Like, just go through. If you don't have one that's secondary, then you don't necessarily have to do that. But I'm just going to click on logo design for here. So they want to know what style you're going to use. Is it going to be 3D, versatile, yada, yada, yada? Like, what is it going to be? So you can say it is signature because it's specific to the brand. And then you just press save and continue. And then, let's see, go back here. I have to fix that. There we go. And now, save and continue. Oh, okay, so the title can contain letters and numbers only. So I have to take out that. So no punctuation, you guys. All right, so now it's saving and we are good to go. So once you get to this point, then you can pretty much choose your delivery time. Like, how long would it take you to get this done for them? The different things that you're going to do. So name your package, describe the details you're offering, delivery time right here. So let's say I can get it to you in 3 days. Revisions, I'll give you only one revision. Source file, I'll give you the source file. The logo transparency if you want it. Like, you choose what all you would give them, okay? And then you decide how much you want to charge for it. So let's say you want to charge 20. If you're new, it's okay to come in a little lower than other people. But also be wary of that, because coming in too low on costs would probably keep people from deciding to work with you, because they may think that because you're so cheap that it will not be a good fit for them, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, so down here, extra fast delivery. So I'll deliver in only 1 day, 2 day, if you want extra fast delivery. For what kind of extra, like how much? So this one is so cool. So if you give me $10 extra, I can deliver in only 2 days. All right, so then you come down here. If they need an additional revision, you can decide how much you want to charge. But if you don't want that, you can just take it off. Additional logo concept, if you want to do that, you can. But of course, you don't have to do that either, so you can take that off as well. And if you want to give them this other stuff, go ahead and click it and go from there. So I'm just going to save and continue so that you can kind of see this. All right, name my package. So what is my package going to be called? So let's pretend that this is logo creation. All right, and I'm going to create a logo for your brand. Okay, so for the rest of these, it has to be the same. So I'm going to it doesn't have to be the same, but you have to type stuff in here. But just because I'm showing you how to do it, I'm just going to copy and paste for time purposes. And once you get all that in there, then you should make sure you come down here as well. Delivery time, 2 days. Delivery 1 day. Revision 2. Well, maybe not. Revision 3, depending on how you want to do that. And then number of initial concepts included. 1 in that one. 2, however you want to do it. Premium should always have more, of course, in my opinion. Just to make it fair. All right, so now it's a high resolution, all these things included, etc. So once you do that, come over here, create your price, and then you can click on save and continue. All right, logo creation 2, logo creation 3, because we're just doing this as an idea. So we're not going to worry about 3D mockup or vector file. We're just going to save and continue. All right, and now you are here. You're going to briefly describe your gig, answer, you can add questions and answers for your buyers, of course, and then you'll save and continue. And then you have your requirements, your gallery, and then you'll publish. So I personally think that this is something that you all could do by yourselves. However, I'm going to stop this for a second, and I am going to go ahead and type up a description for you all and go to the next part so that you can see how that works. All right, so I just put a basic description in for the frequently asked questions. I would suggest that if you have time to do that, but you don't have to, okay? So for this one, you can just save and continue. So the description has to be longer than what I have. So just for time purposes, I'm going to copy what's there and paste it again so that we can move on. All right, so now get all the information you need from buyers to get started. So you're going to add questions to help the buyers provide you with exactly what you need to get working on their order. So you can ask them, for example, what is your blog about? And then you can ask them, what are the colors you want? It's hard typing with one hand, you guys. All right, and so that's enough right there. That's good enough. So you can get it in the form of free text or multiple choice, attachment, however you want it. But I think free text is going to be fine. Press add, save and continue. And technically you want to do one question at a time. I just screwed that up. But if you need to, you can always click back right here. So we'll click back, we'll go back. Well, thought I clicked it. And we can copy this out of here, add new question, put it here, add, and see if we can go here, edit this, and get rid of that second question from here, and update it, and save and continue. All right, so for here, we want to showcase our services in like a gig gallery. So you can choose up to 3. So I am going to choose my personal logos that I have created. So the one that I use for my blog, see if I can find it here. Here's one that I use for my blog. We'll use this one. So that's one of them. All right, that's too big. Let's go find the smaller one. All right, so I'm going to look for my logo. There it is. And we'll put it right in there. That one's too big. So make sure when you're creating if you decide to create a logo for someone, make sure that it's not smaller than this, okay? So the minimum dimension should be 550 in width and 370 in height. So you can browse and find them. It's probably gonna take me a minute because I have so much on here. So I'm just gonna use this one. Let's see if it'll take. It won't take that one either. So you may have to play around with it, and that's okay. That's okay, but once you finish, save and continue. It may or may not let me go by. Nope, it's not gonna let me go by because I don't have at least one image. So let's see if it'll take this one for today. Okay, it took today's Payday Your Way Friday. So let's go ahead and do that and save and continue. All right, so you're almost there. Complete the following requirements to start selling. So now the easy part. So you're going to fill out the W-9 form. This is how they will pay you, okay? So you're not an employee of theirs, but you are like a self-contracted worker. So this means you can make money on your own terms, on your own time. So here you would fill out this information. So are you a US person? Yes. And if you're not, click no. And then save and continue. And you will just follow along with the other the other things that you want to put. I said individual because individual's right there. You see it? All right, so you can choose company if you have a company. I have a company, so I could do that. Or I could just use my name myself. It's totally up to you how you want to do that. And then, of course, fill out all your information. So you're going to do the W-2 stuff online. Back in the day, I remember I had to do mine in paper form, and I had to print it out and sometimes mail it in or fax it in or email it in. So you guys have the option to just do this digitally, which is so cool. So once you do that, you guys, you are good to go. And I suggest that you look around at other people's work right here. And once you do that, you can kind of see what you can offer. And I want to kind of give you an idea of what Canva is about, because this is, like I said before, this is how I created all of my logos. Like just about everything I use as far as images on my websites or on my social media accounts, I got it from here. So the beautiful thing is that this is totally free, and you can choose what kind you want. It's going to look a little different if you're using a mobile device, but it's totally fine. You can create a presentation, an Instagram post. I use this a lot when I do Instagram posts. A logo, I use that for my logos. But these are different things, and some you can make pretty much custom sizes, which is so cool. So these are all just different things. So these are some of the different designs that I created. So you'll just come in here, and let's pretend that we're making a logo. Click here, click on logo, and for this part you will get this little blank canvas, and then you could actually choose what you want to be on it. So you can choose one that's already here and make it yours. So let's say we're making a logo for a bakery. We can type in bakery, and then voila, you can choose this one. And if their colors are, let's say for example, their colors are different, click on the inside of the logo. Then you'll click here and change the colors. Let's say their colors are purple. You can make it purple. And then let's say they wanted other elements on there. So click on elements, and let's say that they wanted like a splash of something. I don't know. Let's see, color splash. That sounds pretty. So let's try that. So you could literally, and not see, look at these, free. You want the stuff that says free. If it's not free, don't get it. All right, so there's a color splash, and you can put it wherever you want, or you can make it transparent. So you see I just sent it to back, but because that doesn't look so good, I'm gonna get rid of it. You can immediately delete the stuff if you don't like it. But if you just want something, like if they want an animated one, you could literally put something around it to make it animated. How cool is that, right? And then once you're done, you can download that logo. You can download it in an MP4 video format for them if they wanted to, have the animation. And if they don't need it as an animation, you can just download it as a PNG or a JPEG. Totally up to you. And then guess what? You've made your first logo without having to spend any money, and you can get paid for it. All right, you guys, I hope that didn't confuse you at all. But Fiverr is pretty cool because so many people have made a lot of money by doing things that they normally can do in their spare time or that they've done for themselves. So for me personally, if someone really wanted to buy a logo for me, that's something that I could do because that's what I've done for myself. So if there's something that you can do besides just making a logo, then go for it. If you want to play around with Canva to find out how to make a logo, I say go for it because it's very easy and it's free. If you start making lots of logos and you want to have the pro version, go for it, pay for it because it will be worth it. But in the meantime, stick to the free version because it has everything you need, all right? So I hope that you all have a positive, productive, and peaceful Friday. And if you have any questions, of course, please let me know. Let me know in the comments and I will respond to them. Or you can email me personally at Denise@DeniseBoyd.com, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday. Adios.